Let's see the nucleophilic addition reactions of aldehydes and ketones in this particular video. Yes, if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Yes, let's look at the structure of this carbonyl group before going to the nucleophilic addition reaction mechanism of this. See, this is the structure of the carbonyl group, right? And the oxygen, you know that is more electronegative, so it will try to draw the electron density more towards it. So this will get the partial positive charge, and this is going to get the partial negative charge. Yes, so the molecule is polar in nature. And when you look at the hybridization of this carbon atom here, this is sp2 hybridized and forming three sp2 hybrid orbitals. And these three sp2 hybrid orbitals will form three sigma bonds. This is a sigma bond, this is a sigma bond, and one more sigma bond here. Yes, and the one more, I mean, you can see the double bond in between this carbon and oxygen, and one bond is a sigma bond, the other will be the pi bond here, which is formed, that means which is formed in between the unhybridized p orbital of this carbon atom and the oxygen atom. And there is two lone pairs of electrons on this oxygen atom, which is present. So this is the structure of the carbonyl group, if you look at it, right? Now, uh, uh, these carbonyl compounds, that is aldehydes and ketones, undergo what? Nucleophilic addition reactions, right? As we already discussed the structure, the carbon here is bearing the partial positive charge because of the polarity of this CO bond here. So the carbon here is what? Electrophilic in nature. So what is the nature of this carbon? This is electrophilic. That means electron seeking, electron loving. So it wants electrons because this is positive charge, positively charged. So it is naturally attracted towards what? Negatively charged species. This is positively charged species. So attracted towards negatively charged species. So we are calling it as what? Electrophilic in nature. That means it is electron loving. So it's electron deficient. In other words, it's electron deficient. It wants electrons. So it attracts the negatively charged species, that is the nucleophile. So on this electrophilic carbon, the nucleophile can attack. So that is why we are saying that is a nucleophilic, and whenever we see the double bond here, the double bond is broken here and the addition will take place. So this is a addition reaction, as a nucleophile is attacking on this electrophilic carbon, and it's an addition reaction because the double bond is being broken, and the nucleophile gets added to the carbon, and the H, that is a proton, gets added to this oxygen atom. Then we are calling it as this addition reaction. So it is an overall nucleophilic addition reaction are the characteristics of aldehydes and ketones. Yes. As we already discussed, this carbon is what? Electrophilic in nature, that is, it's electron deficient, the nucleophile can attack. To the plane perpendicular to that of this what? Which plane? Plane, which in a plane perpendicular to the sp2 hybrid orbitals of carbonyl carbon. Yes. So to the, I mean, this nucleophilic attack will occur in a direction approximately perpendicular to the plane of sp2 hybrid orbitals of this carbonyl carbon. So this is one plane. This is a plane, suppose, having what? Sigma bonds, that is sp2 hybrid orbital. So this attack of this nucleophile will occur perpendicular to this plane. It is shown this. Yes. Now, this is a slow step resulting in the formation of what? Tetrahedral intermediate. So this is sp2 hybridization, and now the carbon hybridization is changed to sp3. sp3, which is having four sp3 hybrid orbitals. How they are arranged? Tetrahedrally. So four orbitals, I mean the four bonds which are arranged tetrahedrally here. So we are calling it as what? Tetrahedral intermediate. So we are calling it as tetrahedral intermediate. Yes. And this is an alkoxide ion. Okay, tetrahydral alkoxide. We are also calling it as tetrahydral alkoxide, which is being formed, and the hybridization has been changed from sp2 to sp3 of the carbon atom. And this is a reversible reaction. And this alkoxide ion, tetrahydral intermediate, will will capture a proton from the reaction mixture or the reaction medium. The H plus adds on to this O minus, that is the negatively charged species, resulting in the formation of this addition product. So what is the net result of this? The net reaction is where Nu minus gets added to this carbon atom and H plus gets added to the oxygen atom. Yes, so this is a net result where we are getting, where we are calling it as nucleophilic, because nucleophile will attack on this electrophilic carbon, and addition reaction is occurring where net result we can see that the Nu minus adds onto this carbon atom and H plus adds onto this oxygen atom. This is how this can be explained, right? Okay. Now, when we look at the reactivity of aldehydes and ketones towards what? Nucleophilic addition reaction. So which is more reactive? Let's understand this. So, this is aldehydes, right? This is ketones. If I generalized way of writing this. See, aldehydes are more reactive than ketones towards nucleophilic addition reactions. Why? Why? Because of two reasons. One is steric reasons and the second one is electronic reasons. See, what are steric reasons? So here you can see clearly that in aldehydes there is only one R group present and the other one is a H, but here two R groups are present. So for the nucleophilic addition reaction to occur, so what are we discussing? Nu minus, that is a nucleophile, should attack on this carbon atom. So where do you think it is easy for a nucleophile to attack on this carbon atom? Definitely the aldehydes, because there is less steric hindrance here, only one R group, but here there are two R groups. So there is a difficulty. It's very difficult. It's a slightly difficult for the nucleophile to come and attack on this carbon atom because of it's crowded steric hindrance here. And what is the second reason? Because of electronic reasons. See, here we are saying this is positive, this is negative, polarity, because this polar, CO bond is polar, right? So the more the electrophilic nature of this carbon atom, or the more electrophilicity of the carbon, the more is the reactivity, right? Philicity. The more electrophilicity, the more reactivity. So the more the nature of the carbon, the electrophilic, the more it is reactive towards nucleophilic addition reactions. But here, when we look at these aldehydes, this R group, you know that it is plus I effect group. That means it will donate the electrons, electron donating group, this all these alkyl groups towards this carbon, thereby decreasing the electrophilicity of this, thereby sharing the positive charge which is present on this by means of this R group. But when we look at here, there are two plus I effect groups. That means the electrophilicity is decreased to a greater extent in ketones when compared to that of the aldehydes. That is why, so where the electrophilicity is more now in aldehydes, because there is only one R group. So the positive charge is shared by only one R group. Here, two R groups. So where the electrophilicity is decreased more in ketones. So because here, which is explained based on this electrophilicity, the aldehydes are more reactive again when compared to that of the ketones. So there are two reasons. One is steric reasons and the other one is electronic reasons. Steric reasons is because there are two R groups in ketones. So for the nucleophile to attack on this carbon atom, there is more crowdness in ketones. And second one is electronic reasons, where it can be explained that the two R groups will reduce electrophilicity of the carbon atom more effectively in ketones than in aldehydes. So aldehydes are more reactive than ketones. Then next one. Again, this is benzaldehyde, right? Is benzaldehyde more reactive or less reactive in nucleophilic addition reactions than propanol. What is propanol? This is propanol, right? This is an aldehyde. See, here again, this can be explained, which is more reactive again. See, here, definitely propanol is more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reactions than benzaldehyde. Why? Because again, we can explain this based on the electrophilicity. So the electrophilicity of the of the carbon in benzaldehyde is less. This is reduced when compared to that of this propanol. This is propanol. Right? So here again, no doubt this is plus effect group. This will decrease the electrophilicity of this carbon. But here resonance, we know that resonance effect is more stronger than the inductive effect. So the electrophilicity of this is reduced by means of resonance, which can be shown like this. See, this is a resonance which is possible in benzaldehyde, where electrophilicity of this carbon atom is reduced. That means positive charge on this is reduced by means of resonance. See here. So there is no positive charge in this resonance structure. So definitely benzaldehyde, the electrophilicity of the carbon is less, less electrophilic than carbon atom of the carbonyl group present in propanol. Right? So propanol is definitely more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reactions. Yes. Because of this can be explained based on what? Resonance. Yes. Next one. What are the examples of this nucleophilic addition reactions? The first one is addition of hydrogen cyanide. See, these aldehydes and ketones will react with HCN, resulting in the formation of cyanohydride. But with a pure HCN, the reaction is slow. So it can be catalyzed by means of a catalyst OH minus, that is a base, which will increase the reactivity of HCN towards nucleophilic addition reaction by the formation of this ion, which is more nucleophilic here. Yes. So it generates a CN minus ion, which is a stronger nucleophile now. So instead of using pure HCN, we are catalyzing this with the help of OH minus, where the stronger nucleophile is produced. Now this will act as a nucleophile. So again, same thing, this will attack on this carbon atom because it's partially positive. This electrophilic in nature, this is acting as a nucleophile, resulting in the formation of this tetrahedral intermediate. And this will take H plus from the reaction mixture, resulting in the formation of cyanohydride. Yes. And the next reaction is addition of sodium hydrogen sulfide. What is sodium hydrogen sulfide? NaHSO3. Yes, here this one Na plus and HSO3 minus. This one is acting as nucleophile here. So again, this will attack on this carbon atom, electrophilic carbon atom, the nucleophile, result in the formation of this intermediate. This is called as hydrogen sulfide addition product, and the proton transfer will occur. So the proton transfer will occur in this manner, resulting in the formation of bisulfide addition product. This is bisulfide addition product, which is crystalline in nature. Yes. Now, this one for aldehydes and ketones, when we look at the reaction for aldehydes, the equilibrium lies more towards the right side here. This is for aldehydes. For ketones, it lies more towards the left side. This is aldehydes. This is ketones. Why? Because as we already discussed, ketones are less reactive towards nucleophilic addition reactions, and the reasons we know. Right? Yes. And this method is widely used for the purification of aldehydes because the bisulfite addition product which is formed is soluble in water. See, this is soluble in water, and when treated with and treated with mineral acid or alkali, it can be converted back to the aldehydes. When we look at the addition CH3, CHO on treatment with sodium bisulfite, we'll get this. After proton transfer, this on hydrolysis treatment with dilute HCl will decompose, giving back this acetaldehyde. So what is the how we can use this reaction is purification of aldehydes, because we are getting the pure product when the addition product is treated with acid. So it's treated for the purification of the aldehydes. Yes, let us discuss this addition of Grignard's reagents, alcohols, and ammonia and its derivatives in the next video. Yes, if you like this, please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. And more videos are available on my channel. You can go through it. And if you want the video to be made on any particular topic, please share it in the comment section.